Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see, last season's national champions, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He finds the running back in the flat. Finds room at the 30. Touchdown, Bulldogs, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game for no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The handoff. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Getting set. Here's second down. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught by the receiver. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's 4th down.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now you've got a 4th down.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Buying time. Moving to his left. And he can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. And the completion made. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down of 17.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And the wideout goes in motion. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. And the quarterback dropping back. Quick throw to the flat. It's a screen. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. Now the important point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Gain moves the ball to a 34.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce out to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The ball is picked off.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Here comes the Fresno State offense back on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? The pocket breaking down. On the move, looking deep down the right side. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
2nd and 10 following the incompletion from the 37. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. It's a fake. It's a fake. They've got the tight end open. He's swarmed by the defense. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out.
How about the execution and the timing here on this fake field goal? Great little shovel to the tight end coming in from the left and into the blocking scheme to pick up the first there on the fake.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
Great patience here, great execution by the entire offense. The quarterback kind of baits the defense towards him, drops it off to the back, and he's got a convoy in front of him for a nice first down.
First down and 10 now. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to throw again. Caught quickly. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the junior quarterback inaccurate that time. Threw it behind the receiver.
Well, it's decision time now, Chris. 4th and short coming up, and you know they're thinking about going for this one. Likely looking at that play sheet and finding the go-to play that'll help them pick up this first down and keep this drive alive. They're thinking 6 points.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Moves out of the pocket. Looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. From the 25. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. On the move now. He bought some time, now lets it go.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking to scramble to his left. Receiver makes the grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Fresno State has the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial 2nd quarter beginning right now. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking to scramble. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. He just can't take the sack.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And they'll just down it right here. The Fresno State offense is back on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Catch made on the right side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Delivers quickly to the left side. And it's caught wide open with room to run. Now here he goes. Touchdown, Fresno State. This offense is still clicking.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Tech on the PAT again, and it's 28-0. After putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Powerful offense is back on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? He escapes the pocket. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Well, that's their 2nd sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
It went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. And he'll set up to throw. It's a quick grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, that time they're able to work the slot across the field on the drag. Precise route and a good throw.
Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Obvious false start there, moving too early. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Moves out of the pocket. On the run here. Lets it go. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
The key here to me, Chris, is the receiver runs a precise route. Timing is impeccable. Quarterback cannot hesitate, because if he does, it could be pick six going the other way.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. Punt team stays on the sideline. Offense going for it on fourth down. Offense looking to throw the ball. A huge fourth down stand by this defense.
Listen, I get it. I know you trust your offense, and maybe this is something you thought about all week in these situations, but when it's on your side of the field like this, you got to give it a second thought, because now your defense is already playing with their backs against the wall.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Second down after that short completion. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose yardage there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
They've converted both previous fourth down attempts, so why not try to make it 3 for 3? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge fourth down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Empty set now, 5 wide receivers. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He's in the clear. The 30, at the 20, at the 10. Touchdown, Ducks, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
There just aren't a lot of quarterbacks that can take a design QB run and take it downfield that far for a touchdown. What an added element for this offense, and it makes it so challenging for the defense to stop it.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Fresno State, 28. Oregon, 7.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Pre-snap motion from the offense. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Hit as he released it. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick, or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made on the out route. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He'll try a pass here. The receiver makes the catch. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here trying to cut into this lead before halftime. Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Oregon.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
14.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Boy, the defense does such a good job at taking any threat downfield away. All he can do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
He makes the catch. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking to throw here. Catch made in space. Look out. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in his football game.
Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Over the middle and incomplete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that two-point conversion.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Play of the drive now from the 25. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. Hits the running back in the flat. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Pass complete. It's second down now. That's a design quarterback keeper. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Okay, it's third down after that run. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes a quick catch. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on the third down play. They knew they were going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time, they convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They look to throw it here on second down. And by the receiver. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Ducks. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
Extra point splits the uprights. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. The coverage team brings him down in the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Looking for a fast start here at the beginning of the third quarter. Down by a couple of possessions. Fighting off the defender. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks like he's going to run it. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going.
Chris, how about the play of this quarterback? 3rd down and long. The defense, you think, is going to bring extra pressure. But not only is he able to get away from the pressure, how about his awareness on where he needs to go to pick up the first down? So big yards, great awareness, and a first down for this offense.
Second effort, their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
The slant is a great way to get the ball to your receiver against man coverage, especially if you feel like you've got an advantage on the matchup. Easy throw and completion for the quarterback and receiver.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
2nd and 10 here. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Catch made over the middle.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
The catch makes it a more manageable 3rd down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Try to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. And the ball is hauled in. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. That pass is hauled in over the middle. And moves the ball to the 35. Another first down.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback hitting his receiver. And the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
Short throw complete to the tight end. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Pass caught. Second down now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And it's incomplete and a very quick throw. This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Oregon.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Well, they take a shot into the end zone on third down. They come up empty, but a reasonable field goal attempt now if they want to take it.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. The result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Looking deep down the left side. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Oh, and he almost had it. A chance for a momentum-changing interception. Third down.
Oh, Chris, he almost gave one back there. This quarterback needs to be much more careful working with a 2-touchdown lead. That's not how to protect it.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. It's press coverage now from these DBs. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. From the receiver. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's going to take off. On the move, trying to scramble for the 1st down, comes up short.
This is what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield, everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
Quick throw, testing the middle. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. The offense stays on the field in this opening drive. They'll go for it in their own territory. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on the opening drive from their own territory. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. The receiver grabs it. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the 1st down.
The offense starts with excellent field position. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. He dumps it off to the tight end, refusing to be brought down before gaining 1st down yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big 3rd down coming up.
The play sets up a 3rd and goal from the 5 now. Secondary up now, trying to jam his receivers. Snags a quick throw. Touchdown, Fresno State, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game.
Man, this defense coordinator better adjust to this receiver. All they did was get him the ball in space, and you can see what he can do after the catch. One defender will not slow this receiver down today. You better bracket him or use double cover. Well, I thought the defense did a pretty good job of defending this 2-point try, but let's give all the credit to the quarterback and the receiver for being able to be in sync and in rhythm to come down with that catch and the 2 points.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback from the start of the 25. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Receiver in motion now. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Caught in the flat by the running back. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a 1st down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
After a 1st down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. QB keeper all the way. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain. Backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. On the move now. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the quarterback trying to throw a football. And on this play, they end up flushing him out to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that's what led to this incompletion.
Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their 1st timeout. And the Ducks will have to punt this one away. Looking to flip the field here. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the Fresno State offense back on the field. He scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop him this time. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They get him down, but a big play moves into the 45.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
One massive play, and suddenly they're at the plus 45-yard line here. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Finding space at the 20. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Now that's what great teams do. Things are getting a little bit too close, so they go right down the field with just a few plays to put this game right back to having a comfortable lead.
The defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments. The offense still out there. They're going for 2 here. Wants to throw it. Looking to scramble. And the pass is complete to the tight end. And he converts the 2-point try. That makes it a 16-point game now. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Throw it on 1st down. Dump ball's caught by the running back. Brought down for a loss.
It's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
1st down here for this offense. Oh, that one's picked off. He's bringing it back. At the 10, touchdown, Fresno State. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Now here he goes. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground. Well, Kirk, Fresno State has the lead here, and the 1st quarter is in the books, but is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the 2nd quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Here comes a handoff. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that previous play. They'll run it from the gun. He shreds the tackle. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Swarm with the pass rush, a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Design quarterback run. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. The Ducks will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. 4th down, looking to throw for it. He escapes the pocket. He'll throw it now. This one falls incomplete, and the defense makes a 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
We're going to go with the Wildcat formation, an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. And it's a direct snap. Moves out of the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. He makes the grab. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. Second down play coming up. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Makes the catch downfield. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
A misfire on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 33. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. But a quick stop by the defense. He just chews, so it's 3rd and 8.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that 3rd down play.
I really like the idea on 3rd down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down. Sometimes that can work out, but the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Well, Chris, there's crazy, then there's what we just saw. I'm not sure what this head coach is thinking. Late in the game, trailing by a bunch, I get. But you've got time. Way too early in this game to go for it on 4th and a mile.
And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? Makes a quick grab. Tackle made to the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Caught quickly. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Nicely run slam here by the wide receiver. The footwork created just enough separation for the catch.
Looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line.
I mean, how about this offense and this execution? That's 3 plays, 3 completions in the blink of an eye, and now it's first and goal.
First and goal, a good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to chuck it again. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
No gain on first makes it second down and goal from the 7. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. On the move now. And he runs it out just short of the end zone there.
I love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off, reminds his defense what he can do with his legs, and almost took it to the house.
Here we go, back in the red zone. 0 for 2 scoring touchdowns here so far, and it's third and goal. Out of the gun now on third down. Touchdown, Oregon. A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
And they tack on the extra point. After putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, they finally get to the quarterback with that sack. You know, he's already thrown 2 touchdowns in his first half, so the defense really needed that small victory for many reasons.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play.
You know, where the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another chance. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Chris, with another touchdown, this first half could not have gone any better for this offense and this team.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He's looking to throw. And we're able to get him down. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the return team able to make the recovery and avoid a damaging turnover there. One more play before they head to the locker room. Direct snap. Breaks an open space. He's in the clear. They finally make the stop there after a huge gain, but that wraps up the first half. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Like that one was touched before it made it 10 yards. So, yeah, the penalty marker is coming out. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Gets rid of it on the move. Gets right along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
A completion makes it 2nd down. And there's the handoff. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that 1st down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
A solid run, good for 1st down yardage. From the shotgun, drops back. He lets it go on the move. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. Timing here is impeccable.
And the Ducks with 1st and 10 here. And he drops back in the gun. Looking to scramble. Fires it on the move. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Empty set as they try for the 2-point conversion. Looking for a man. Gets hauled in here over the middle. And he is stopped short. The 2-point try fails. They can't cut this lead further. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Oregon, 13.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 5-yard line. The coverage team makes him pay for that decision. The Fresno State offense is back on the field. They're going to run it here. Running through the tackle. That run moves the ball to the 13-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Ball handed off. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Strong defensive effort. They've got it behind the line. He'll lose 5 yards. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. 0 running room, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, these receiver screens, if run correctly, can be a big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time, just not able to get it going, and it's a nice job of the defense to prevent a big play.
That one's picked off. What a play. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
the call is. Direct snap. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to convert on third down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. And it's a direct snap. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense
breaks into the clear. Out past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Fresno State. And the route is on.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. He escapes the pocket. Trick play doesn't work. They trap him behind the line of scrimmage. The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. Here's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Catch made on the left side. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the third quarter. Well, Fresno State has the lead here. And with 3 quarters in the books with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake, let's take a quick look at the stats so far. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They open the fourth by going to the air. Moves out of the pocket. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Oh, what a grab! He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his second catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Yet another incomplete pass, and this offense simply hasn't accomplished anything at all through the air today. Time is of the essence now, and a comeback seems improbable to me.
They look to throw it here on second down. On the run, he'll let it go. What a catch! They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
And it is awfully tough on a defense when a quarterback's able to move outside of the pocket and still keep his eyes downfield looking for those open targets. You don't know whether to attack him and try to bring him down or to stay back and defend the pass.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Touchdown, Oregon. Great connection there for 6 points.
Well, another touchdown pass for this quarterback. Multiple scores on the day. He is in total control of this offense right now, and the defense just doesn't have an answer.
Here's the snap, looking to throw here. On the move now. Lets it go quickly. Back to the end zone. He could not get his foot down. It's incomplete.
Is no good. That keeps the score. Fresno State 35, Oregon 19.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Bulldogs offense back on the field. Keep it on the ground. There's a handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage and make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Offense choosing to go for it here on 4th down. Looking for a receiver. Wide open downfield. And he goes down after a solid gain. That's enough for a first down.
Now, I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time, just a few on the play.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Caught by the receiver. He's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a first down.
Oh, big hookup here. They're forced to throw the ball on 3rd down, and the connection's going to keep this drive alive, and also, more importantly, just keep that clock moving.
And it's caught. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. This defense has had a real hard time stopping this quarterback, and that's a frustration penalty. They roughed him. Quarterback shaking off that hit, but the roughing the passer penalty gives the offense 15 and a first down. Quick throw with the quarterback off the RPO. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain on the pitch and catch.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence in what he can do.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Chris, this is situational football. This is really where the great coaches separate themselves because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution and preparation. It'll be interesting to see how this offense...
Touchdown, Bulldogs! They continue to roll up the score.
You know, this head coach and even the players always talk about wanting to play a 4-4 quarters.
What's this, a fake? They're going to try to throw for it. And he's taken down way behind the line. It'll be a huge loss here.
That keeps the score. Fresno State, 41. Oregon, 19.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Hey, it's the fourth quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood this scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Timeout, Oregon.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Trying for a fourth down completion. Looking to scramble. And the pass is incomplete. The defense holds on fourth down, and they'll take over.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in the game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
And the offense will just take a knee. Important second down play coming up. The ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee.
Well, this is what you hope for. Have a chance to just take a knee in this game and advance in the playoff.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And here comes the punter onto the field. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance.